Hey guys, we have a really serious backlinking service, right? Now, backlinking service is about going all the way, not just backlinking, but creating referral sites, right? Full scale websites that act like referral websites for a client, okay? Now, I want to show you what we're up against in terms of competition. Like the establishment that's been out there now. What do they normally do? Most of you guys know there are companies that do backlinks. Most of you don't really know how big that industry is. Okay, the SEO industry entirely is AD, that's 80 billion, that's with a B, dollars per year. Okay. And about 15 billion of that 80 billion is for on site SEO. It's for guys who actually access people's websites, right? Companies' websites, and tweak those pages, make them better in terms of on page SEO, create new good content, adjust keyword density, change what's printed in page titles and meta descriptions. That's about 15 billion out of the 80 billion. That leaves 65 billion left. Where does that money go? That money goes into the offsite backlinking and everything related to backlinking. That means social bookmarking. That means social media. That means forum posting. That means Web 2.0 submissions. All that kind of standard, very standard thing. Okay. So, what does $300 a month normally buy you? Because this particular client, like most clients, pays a guy to do backlinks for him, and he's been doing that for years. He's been paying $300 a month for very many years to a company who sends him a report every month, right? And what's he get for that? $300. The same typical thing that most working companies get from the companies they pay. Now, I'm not going to say companies are all cheating, but the fact of the matter is, I've been in this industry a really, really long time. And most guys, when they turn in SEO reports, what are they? They're lists of URLs where guys put links up or refresh links or added to a post or who knows what. You see these really lengthy URLs and you just have no idea. It's this huge labyrinth of links, right? You can't really tell much from the report. You just trust the guy, right? That's true. I mean, the company's not to blame for what the SEO company is doing for them or, in the way of backlinking. But just to tell you, the most common practice is really like this. This looks like a normal report to me. So here we go. We got the summary of report page and it's got some things. Now, I color coded what these guys, what I did and changed what I thought things were really worth because this is just, I thought it was crap. This guy showed like 100 bookmarking session bookmarks, something like that, or whatever it was. Yeah, he had a 20. Okay, 20. He said he had 20, right? So for $300, he paid for 20 bookmarking submissions and forum posts. He paid for 30 forum posts. Yeah. Okay. And he paid for a certain number of Web 2.0 submissions, let's say 6, right? So let me just step back and make this white again. Okay. No fill. And this is what this looked like when it arrived to the company, right? So let's just take a good look at these bookmarking submissions, right? I went ahead and grabbed those links, okay? And went ahead or these links actually is what it was. Something like that. I went ahead and pasted in here, okay? And then I went ahead and used the TDHA toolbar to open a bunch of them all at once. And I may as well do it real quick, right? Let's see if I can remember what the thing was about this because, when you see this, it just makes you realize how much stronger we are and why a few of our backlinks are worth a great deal more than what the industry normally does on behalf of their clients. Okay, there's some websites called justpep.com. It's got sections on it like a business section, right? Business. There's health, autos, business, do it yourself. Inside the business section, there is a category like plastic business card printers. Great. Inside that category is plastic business card printers, probably a category that didn't exist there before and got added. Now, in there was the entry created. It says plastic business card printers. And if you click it, It's a link. See that? It's a link. And if I click it, it goes to the client, one of the client's deeper level pages, not just our main page, but a deeper level page. And that looks pretty good, right? And that bit here, something about this was posted very, very recently. Okay. Maybe so recently that somebody just got to it with a new report. Anyway, so far that looks reasonable, right? Except what? This is the extent of the backlink. It is a keyword that's clickable, that's posted in a section, right? With a link and a section name. Nothing else apply. All of this is auto added by Google AdWords stuff or something like it. Okay. This right here, that's it. That's the content of the page. The whole ad that they put on here is this. Okay. By the way, look at this. This says it was done 259 days ago. Okay. If this was done 259 days ago, why is it on this report that says it was, handled this year, like just a few months ago, right? I got a standard report, a report that happened just right before the coronavirus. So, I could see something pretty unbiased, like a common report, right? So you saw that, I think. And let me see. We're just going to keep on going through this list, right? Okay. Another one. Pretty much the same thing. Also 259 days ago. And same thing. Different website. Business section. Plastic business card printers section. And that's it. Discuss the topic. And that's it. Basically a perfect copy of what it said on the other thing. On the other one, right? Looking for the high-quality plastic cards, plastic card printers and supply over in New York, California, Illinois, Texas. Hire our expert today. What did the other one say? Looking for the high-quality business card in New York, California, Illinois, Texas. Hire our expert today. It's word for word. Same author, word for word, same title, different website. This is how they're doing the backlinks so that they get the anchor text, which in this case is plastic business card printers. That's the keyword they're going for. They're making it click through, except this time this clicks to a social post that apparently clicks to something else that clicks through to them. They're just kind of like mixing and matching these, right? All right, now what else? This post was removed from the website because the content is not matched with it. It was taken down. I mean, these guys are showing it on their list, right? Like they just did this. They just confirmed it. They just verified it. They just made sure that it's live. But nah, this isn't live. This was probably taken down months ago. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Same thing. Bad. That was another one, right? This is it. Look at this one. This post, it's not even like URL optimized in any form. Plurb.com, whatever that is. Domboket, I guess it's supposed to be a last name. Post and a post number. That's it. And what's it say? And it's 8 months old, by the way. Plastic card ID, and it's got a link. It's got another link and another link, and that's it. That's the extent of the use of this page. The only image is this icon, this avatar for the guy. There's no images. There's no video. There's no paragraphs. No H1 tag. No header. No nothing. It's just links with a word. That's it. This stuff is not interesting to Google, right? These things don't count. If they did it one time, and they did it one time years ago, or a year ago, they don't really count anymore because they've gotten old and flat, and nobody's been back to update these things at all. Look at that. Identically the same verbiage, identically 259 days ago, the printers. These guys did the work once, and they've been charging every month ever since, most likely. This didn't even work. It just forwarded to the website for whatever reason. So it's not even a link. You cannot count it as a backlink because it instantly forwarded to the website. An auto redirect doesn't work as a backlink, right? Hey, the page you were looking for doesn't exist. Oh, let's see. This one's a little longer. It's got some good tags in here, right? The tags point at all these different posts on social posts on taxonomy terms. So yeah, that's probably auto-populated. I'm not kidding. This is 37 weeks made popular 37 weeks and 7 hours ago. 37 weeks and 7 hours ago. All right, so somebody put this link up here to a WordPress link for the client. All right, and that's it. Again, this is the entirety right here, really, is it. That's like the whole content. So it's a backlink. It counts. It just doesn't count very much. And after aging this long, it counts very, very little, right? Okay, that's like the biggest icon I've seen yet, you know. Again, submitted 11 months ago, right? Oh, that's not by that same dumb Bowkit guy, right? And again, this is it. This is the entirety of the backlink. All right. I don't even think you could find this guy on this page anymore. I'm just going to leave it at that. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. What does this have to do with it? Nothing. And post removed. And that's it. Again, same thing. Submitted again 259 days ago. And it's identical. Okay. That was the total. How much do you think that work is worth? Honestly, if we just started here and said, okay, guy had to create some logins, except he probably didn't. He's probably using the same logins he's using for other clients. So then he goes in and he posts up these posts where he basically pastes the same keyword in, same keyword, and then the same sentence. And he just does it on a bunch of sites, and many of them get tossed back out by the site owners, right? Like they don't relate, or they just get dropped, right? That's it. So is that worth $300 a month? I didn't see it. I really don't see it. Okay. Let me close the tabs to the right, because now I want to show you. Well, let's continue. Maybe they did some better work here. By the way, when I marked it all red, I said I could only see three links that were even still existing, and they were all ancient. I could show it like, you know, months old. Okay. So this is nothing worth anything, right? This is worth, I mean, at the time that it was paid for, it was probably worth $5 a post just to get it out there. Okay, honestly, $15 worth at the most back then. This guy's been charging $300 a month since then on those posts. Okay, forum posting and submission. I went ahead and checked through these 30. Right, I was curious. First thing I noticed that's a problem. Can you see it? Forum submission site, ewebdiscussion.com. Eweb discussion, eweb. They're all eweb. Hey, which is worth more? 30 links from one website or one link from each of 30 different websites? Right? One link from each of 30 different websites. But that's not what happened here. Some guy on this forum has the right to post a bunch of posts, right? So we had all pointed the main side or whatever, and these are the submission links. So you know what? Same thing now. Let's just take a look at this for fun of it, right? We're going to look at how good these posts are on the forums. Maybe they're different topics. Maybe they're written in different ways. I'm dying to see. Well, I whipped up all these pages, right? And I started scrolling down. I found the guy. This is it. This is the entry, right? Let me see. RE, what are social signals? Okay, that must be the topic of this post. What are social signals? Okay, what are social signals? Social signals refer to something, right? Social signals are this. Traffic drive social signals, not even grammatically correct. Social signals are the feedback they receive from users of social media channel. Blah, blah, blah. You know what's weird? Notice how, like, no one's replying to any of these guys. There's no discussion here. I'll bet all these guys are just alternate names of one or more companies that are sharing this forum to do nothing more than create backlinks. There's the backlink. Oh, my God. So he wrote the post, which has zero to do with soundlifelessons.com, really. Zero to do with horizonremodelinginc.com. Zero to do with Plastic Card, zero to do with Atlantic Coupon. What in the world does this have to do with any of these anyway? Nothing. Besides, what do these have to do with each other? Nothing. And yet they're all right there Okay? One sentence followed by 4 links. Do you think Google's impressed with that? Does it? It counts. It counts as a naked URL on a foreign forum that Google's going to find. You want to make sure Google finds it? Put it in a couple of places. RE, how to identify thin content of your website. The topic here. Websites which have short-length content below 500 words treated as thin content. Okay, fine. He wrote a sentence. He's got the same links here because it's his footer. Do you realize that? All he has to do is post up a post or two because these links are in his footer, right? The footer of his profile. So they're going to show up on all of those pages automatically, right? It's exactly the same. He's only writing a sentence here, a sentence there, a sentence here, a sentence there. They might even be plagiarized. And do they all really matter? Did it really matter if he put up 20 as opposed to 10 or 5 on this one form? Nah, no. He could have put up 3. As long as Google would have caught on to that, then that would have been enough because the rest of this is not adding any value. He got so he got the client a backlink from this one website. Doesn't matter that he got him 20 really. Okay? So that's the value of that, huh? Let's take a look at the third and final section there. So yeah, all of the work that was done there, again, probably worth, yeah, I would say it would be worth more than $5 if the guy's taking up a spot in his form signature. And you're saying, okay, well, I'm reserving a spot in your form signature. I guess I'll pay you $20 a month to be one of those 4 guys in your form signature. Okay? And even then, that's not great because it's only one forum. Would he really pay $20 a month for a backlink only from that one forum by paying that guy as opposed to just going and creating some post himself? I don't know, man. Maybe another $5 for that. Okay? Maybe 10, maybe. All right, so anyway, we're on this Web 2.0 submission. Okay, first thing I thought was interesting, he's got bit.ly links in here for 3 of the links. And then he's got the rest. Those are on, okay, so it's the Blogger website, WordPress website, and Tumblr. So that's 3 websites. So no matter how you slice it, we're getting links from 3 websites. Okay? But it's these 6, right? Different posts or different pages altogether. Why in the world has he got bit.lys? Bit.lys don't work as backlinks. Okay? I mean, they're bit.lys. They redirect to other links. So why not just show those links? Well, I thought, I wonder if these 3 links point at these 3. And it's just, he's making it look like 6 when it's really 3. I didn't know. So I just said, let's just take a look. So let's do that. Okay? Let's see what we find here of any value. Okay, business services. We, top company, offer the best clean, strange stuff. Everything, it looks like, under the sun. Then it gets into it. Give your brand its desired visibility using plastic cards. It's got some links in here that point through to like different places, including the client's sites. Okay, I get that. Not a bad idea. And it's got these labels. Okay, which may or may not have been auto-generated. Oh, but by the way, this thing was created on 2015. No comments added at all. Okay? Since 2015, this did not do much, did it? Like, no one wrote a thing about it at all. Not even, hey, man, add more content. Nothing. Nothing got written on this thing for 5 years. Okay? How worthwhile do you think this can be if no one's come back to it for 5 years? 4.5. Okay? The picture doesn't even click through, but that's all right. He's got plenty of links. Now, this is like overly backlinked, really just too many links in the content. It's too thin content for this many backlinks. All right? Gosh, he's just stuffing it. But again, 2015. Come on, give me a break. How can this guy even make a claim to this thing? Okay? Now, let's see. Oh, this is a copy. So whatever he did here, let's see. Okay, it's not a copy. It starts off looking like a copy. Oh, I see now why he's got the bit.ly links. 2015 is in the URL. October, month 10 is in the URL. Do you see that? My businesses, blog.blogspot.com/ and then like 2015 October, and then it's got the name, right? Give your brand its desired visibility. Are you kidding me? So, and up here, yep, sure enough, 2015 October. That's why he's got the bit.ly link, right? And then 2016 August 4th or something, or yeah, August 4th, 2016, right? That's why he's got those there. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, the second one, no, not much different than the first. It's slightly different writing, but yeah, really, we're talking about like how many sentences? 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sentences. Okay, that's called thin content. Those 3 sentences. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's got this drop down list. Finally, this is a little better. Okay, this is a little better, but it's still October 10th. And then because it's at least that much, it's getting at least notice, and comments are appearing, even though the comments very often are kind of garbagey stuff, right? They're all garbage, but that's just the nature of the beast. At least this thing caught some attention online. It was finally big enough. Okay, for the spammers to come. All right, now what do we have? Business cards, again, August 4th, 2016. Live up your company's image. Okay, good. You know what you call this? Basically a press article release. And yep, it's got some links to useful pages of the client's site, which is what makes backlinks work, okay? There are links on other sites pointing in at you. And you know what? Okay, at least we got some basic response here. 3 thoughts on this. Reblog this here. Okay. Great products, reply. I like your post reply. Good enough. You know, it's got some tags. And the point is that it's written well enough to catch a little attention, and somebody even reblogged it. It's kind of cool, right? So there you go. It was written again, basically 4 years ago, approaching 4 years ago. It's only 538 words, but it's at least a press release article. That's worth something, okay? Now, no one's updated the wording since, I'll lay you odds. I'll bet no one's come in here since and changed wording in the sentences, okay? You would still want to maintain the same backlinks, verbiage, and probably point at the same URLs unless you're switching these backlinks to point at a competitor or somebody else who's going to pay, right? Or continue paying. But there you go. You know, it's good to get this out here. Now what? Okay, this actually happened, okay, and was even updated, okay, recently. And identify your best customer merchants have. There's this card. It's got a solid article effort here, right? And it's pointing at different pages of the site. It's making sense. It's lined up. It's actually correct. The links are pointing at the right pages of the site. You know, it's just this kind of separated list, but it's working. Okay, now we come down here, and it's got these things. You know what cracks me up? It says it's posted by David Richard. Well, my name is David Richard Bennett. So I'm telling you, I did not do this, but I'm pretty impressed. All right, labels. It's got some labels and stuff, right? And so this is very new. So if comments do happen, they'll probably happen later. But the fact of the matter is, this I find valuable. Now, we have to check Google from time to time and see if this URL gets indexed, right? But Google might just do that because this is looking okay. It really is looking okay. All right? I like this. This is actually the work done right. Now, how much is something like this worth? Well, how many words is it anyway? This is like getting a copywriting job for a certain number of words, right? Total page views, 35, 38. You never know whether to believe something like this. It's possible. But it could be that they set it to start at 35, 32, and there have been 6 page views since. Because you can do that, right? You can absolutely set things like that in motion. All right. And then there are a lot of other things involved. So maybe page views even counts. Total page views of the whole thing, or whatever. Okay, anyway. I'm not going to try to figure it out. Now, again, 2017, so this is a long time ago, 3 years anyway. Yep, okay. It's doing its job nicely. It's got good images, it's got some sentences here and there. It's not a lot of content. It's not saying how many words, but, it's your ever so basic press release, right? And this is what press releases are all about. This is the second one down here, okay? And the third one down here, it's like a PBN idea, or just a rolling blog anyway, right? Not terrible. Definitely not terrible. It's just that it's 3 years old, right? Okay, what about this? Okay, a couple of videos and some tags and a link to the official website with generic verbiage. That's good. It's got the header board here. All right, so there's a little work in here, but a lot of it is fake because it's really just, they keep putting the same links from like years ago. Now, it could be that some of the articles are written, well, I can't see it. I mean, this looks like the article from 2017 because this is citing the date, and so, yeah, I don't know why these keep getting mentioned over and over again. They shouldn't be. So I don't know about paying $300 a month for work that was done 3 years ago, right? That no one touches again. I'd be bothered by that. So really, I only find like a couple of good quality articles here that are worth their weight. And maybe those good quality articles, you could go ahead and say, if you just focus on those, maybe you could justify $300 a month in the real world of backlinks being charged, right, to companies. Like if he literally just told I'd say told the truth. That's the way I see it. If he said, look, I didn't do anything here, and I did one of these. So I did no bookmarks, and I did one forum posting, and I did 2 web submissions, which are actual press articles with good anchor text in them, on a rolling blog. That's all I did. Then, do you know what? That might even be worth $300 a month. It would seem a little steep to me, and it probably is. But that's including money for copywriters to sit down and copyright, So somebody has to sit down and create this stuff. So I might be able to charge that much at house if I was just honest and said that this was a 0, this was let's say a 3 instead of a 30. And this was like I'll give them credit and say a 3 instead of, I can't, man. I'll say 2 at the most. And he said, that's all I did. Well, I don't know if I'd pay $300 every month for that. I really don't know, for years, for that level of work. But this is the truth. Most companies do. So what are we providing for the same level of work, for the same amount of pay? Matter of fact, just back it up this way and try to think about it this way. Even when he says he did 50 things he did 50 for $300. Well, you get 20 full-scale referral websites, for $250 instead of $300, okay, from us. Way better quality than the work he did. And again, this is 0, okay? This is like 2, okay? Neither one, and this doesn't even count. This is nothing like the quality of our referral websites. It's just a link in some guy's footer on a forum, okay? Again, that's like $15 I'd pay for that each month at the most. And frankly, it's so easy to create. I may as well create my own profile and then just do it myself. Okay. But like $15 for someone else to do the effort. Plus, if I really give them credit and say 3, I could say 5 things here. That'd be like $60 each. Well, we're giving you for $60 each, we're basically giving you 5 full-scale referral websites, right? With like 106 pages each to start. And if you pay again the next month, we refresh all that content and add to the website, add to the sitemap to make it bigger. How's that? Along with giving you more. How's that for true quality? This guy's been giving them the same stuff every month without changing it or updating it, mainly, right? All right, there you go. I think I've run this example through the roof. I want to say, don't contact the client. Don't try to contact the guy to the posting. I'll just have to take this thing down if you do, because I'm not really trying to point people out. It's not about these people. I can't single them out. I cannot single out the company for falling for it, because most companies don't know better. They pay for anything that looks like numbers like these. They just don't know better. Okay? And I can't single out the guy who's cheating so much, because that is the whole industry. He would say, don't blame the player, blame the game. My job and our option has been to automate everything to be able to produce far better quality for far less cost without anyone having to suffer in the act of providing that extra quality on our end. Okay, we just have a better mousetrap. All right, so all of that just goes to show you what the landscape really is out there. And so whenever any one of us or one of you or any sales guys talk to companies about what we do in comparison to what the industry does for them, you can bet your bottom dollar that any company you talk to about what we can do in compared to what they're getting now, we are doing far better job than what they're getting now. Okay, just hands down, no holds barred. It's completely obvious, and I just want to make that point. There is literally no reason to feel ashamed about offering what we have to any company under the sun. Okay.